Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make pepper mix for your baby. This pepper mix is everything you need to make your baby food that requires pepper. So the pepper is so mild, it's not spicy, and it's something you should have at hand. Let's get into the video. These are the ingredients we are going to use in this recipe. We are going to use carrots. Carrots is just to add more nutrients into the pepper mix. And I'm going to use 3 tomatoes and 1 pepper. So let me talk about ginger. This is the size of the ginger you will use in this recipe. If you want to start adding ginger to your baby's food at 6 months, that is the size of the ginger you will be using in your baby's food. So once your baby start growing, maybe like 7, 8, 9 months, you start adding more like this size to the baby food. So do not add too much to your baby food at the beginning. Then we are going to use garlic. 1 garlic is enough for this pepper. So as the baby grows, maybe you want to use 6 tomatoes, you can start using 1.5, 2. For the onions, we have red onions and white onions. Red onions is common in Africa. That is what we always use in our meal, but it causes bloating, most especially for kids. So if you want to use red onion for your child, you have to use a tiny bit of red onions in your baby's meal. But I always advise you mix red onion with white onions to balance it up. And this is the size you need in this recipe. For 3 tomatoes and 1 pepper, we are going to use just this size to make the baby food. So as the baby grows, you can start adding more to the onions. You can start making it bigger like this, or half of it if you want to. So that is the red onions. We'll move to white onions. White onions is very mild, most especially for babies. So I always advise parents to go for more of white onions than red onions, and you can mix it a little bit of red and more white onions. So that's what I always do. So you can try to use more of white onions when you are cooking your baby's food. The reason you will be adding red onions is because that's what we use to cook our food. So the next thing is I'm going to cut the tomato into a dice shape because I'm going to grill this pepper. I don't like boiling and I don't like cooking the pepper because I don't want to lose the nutrients in the pepper. Tomatoes contains lycopene, and lycopene, if you cook it too much, you are going to lose the lycopene in the tomatoes. So just cook a little bit, while grilling is the safest way to maintain the nutrients in the tomato. So before I move on, I want to introduce you to the book I just published. It is Complete Guide to Starting Solid for Babies, Winning the Modern African Way. This is everything you need to start solid for your babies. So let me talk about habanero pepper. Habanero pepper is something we use a lot in Africa, and so many homes use habanero pepper at a very young age for their child. But if you want to start habanero pepper for your child, you need to start with a tiny one because you are introducing this baby to a new thing. So you need to start everything with a small amount. So you need just a tiny bit of it in your baby's food. That is, if you heat pepper a lot in your house, in order for the baby to start having the taste of family food. But if you don't eat pepper a lot in your house, you don't need to do anything. Like me, I did not do anything. It was when my baby got to 8 months that I started adding hot pepper into it. Another thing about peppers is that the seeds, you have to remove them when you are making food, even a family food, because it can cause bloating. Peppers seeds causes bloating, so anytime you want to use it, make sure you remove the seeds. So I'll grill this pepper inside the oven at 150 Celsius for just 15 to 20 minutes. So after that, I'm going to blend the pepper. So after I blend the pepper, I'm going to store it inside a jar and put it in the fridge. Anytime I need to make baby food, I'll bring it out to take the quantity I need. So this is the end result of the pepper that you can use in everything that requires pepper in your baby's food. So I'll put the link to where you can get the digital copy of the book in the description box below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. I will see you in my next video.